We have a competition coming up, and a lot of us are feeling the butterflies, right? So for this week of Wednesday Motivation, I wanted to touch on the subject of fear. And before we do this, I just wanted to say how proud I am of all of you who are competing in this competition, because you just really embody the Ninja Park culture of leaving the comfort zone, because we know that no growth happens within that comfort zone, right? And I wanted to extend a warm thank you to everybody who is helping us to put on this competition. Okay, so fear. So sometimes there are unjustified terrors that hold us back from advancements in personal growth. But what is it really that we're afraid of? There was an experiment done with first-time skydivers. So what they did is they strapped a heart rate monitor to them, and they monitored their heart rate throughout the experience. So what they found is as the plane went up, so did their heart rate, right? And when they opened the door, the heart rate was at the all-time high. But as soon as they jumped out the plane and were falling, their heart rates also fell. The heart rates came down. And a lot of them admitted to having just an absolute blast. So what this means is what President Theodore Roosevelt said is true. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. See, because it's not the act of running an obstacle course that we're afraid of. It's the anticipation of the act. It's the anticipation of the feelings of the nervousness that we may feel prior to our run. And that's understandable because those feelings are uncomfortable feelings. So we're doing what is only natural to do and guard ourselves from feeling any uncomfortable feelings, right? So here's what we have to do. We have to make room for those emotions, because there's no emotion that's not on your team and it's not for you. Being nervous before you run the course is the ideal situation that you can be in, because those feelings are what's focusing your attention on what you're trying to do to help you perform at your absolute best. So now we know that the only thing that we're afraid of is fear itself. It's anticipation of the act. Once you're running that course, you're totally fine. You're having a blast. You're just doing your thing. You're giving it your all with your friends cheering you on, right? So nothing to be afraid of there. It's just these emotions that we feel, the nervousness, the nerves before running the course that we are afraid of. So now we know there's really nothing to be afraid of. So start making room for those emotions, because those emotions are for you and on your team. It's okay, it's good to be a little bit nervous before you run the course. So there's no need to be afraid of the anticipation of the act. Come in, have a great time with your friends, make room for those emotions, feel the nerves, know that it's just focusing you to do your best, and just go out there, have a great time, and just go for it.